Hey, how you guys doing? This is your boy KLA Cloud the Wanderer. About to give it to you once again. Yeah, I have a special guest. Her name is Melissa Stanfill. She's a NPC competitor, and she's going to tell the story how she got into building. You know, how you been?
Tired.
Tired?
Yeah, still just like recovering and
Oh,
decompressing from being all around all the people.
oh, oh. You kind of in for a little bit.
Yeah,
Something.
there's a little bit of a lag.
Okay.
I can't tell if it's on your side or my side.
It's on the side.
I think it's on your side.
Um. Oh, can you? Oh,
Hmm.
no. Gosh. Yeah, I'm sorry. You can hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Because usually I put the headphones on because of the static.
Yeah.
Because
No, it's fine.
sometimes it's always a static and stuff like that. So yeah. So good afternoon. How you doing? This is a
Hey, that's
comment.
my buddy. Yeah, that's one of the
Oh,
he came,
okay.
he traveled to come to one of my the show last weekend.
Oh, okay. Okay. How you doing? Yeah. I'm glad you could make it. Well, what can I say? What can I ask you? Um, yeah, you were saying the prep. You was going through some prep was
No, we're done with that show and
right.
we're reversing right now. So we're reversing out of being in the calorie deficit. And the reversing is so much harder than actually prepping for the show because, you're restricted for such a long time. You're not having all of these foods. And then after show, you have all the wonderful treats, but you have to know to cut those off and sort of get back to your regular meal plan.
Right.
It's not just fun time balls to the wall all of a sudden, like just because you're out of prep. You have to get your body slowly used to those foods and more calories and things. So that's what we're doing right now, is just taking our time, slowly adding calories back.
How was your last show?
It was Ohio was really good. I placed in all of the divisions that I competed in. Um, so I did figure, master's figure, and women's physique. And I placed in top four in all of those, which is good. I think I was top three in women's physique. What was that? And four in master's figure and the open figure. I don't have all of my little things with me. I'm at my in-laws' house.
Yeah, that's congratulations though
Thank
on
you.
yeah. Yeah, I see the pictures, your
Yeah.
husband carrying you and stuff and
Yeah.
yeah, all the race George Page, he was posting that. You
Yes. I love
Yeah, I've seen
George.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, George. I got home from comp and had a huge box from George with like all kinds of care things in it, like ice
Yeah.
packs and
Yeah,
stuff. And I
he
was like,
usually do that.
oh my God.
Yeah, he usually that's his thing. Yeah, he wants
Yeah.
to take care of you guys.
That's the
So
sweetest.
yeah, he really sincerely uh
Yeah.
contribute of helping you guys,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's
That's
really
wonderful.
support. Yeah. So like why don't you tell for the people that don't know you, why don't you tell your story, like how you got into bodybuilding?
If you don't know, hi, I'm Melissa. I am a 41-year-old mom and personal trainer. I guess, what was it? Now it's been 7 years. I was 300 pounds and struggling, having just a really hard time at life. And I decided swap it all around
Right.
and I lost all of I think I lost like 100 pounds the first year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had started weight training in that weight loss process and started like really watching a lot of bodybuilders and kind of falling in love with that aesthetic and fell in love with the women's physique and the women's bodybuilding girls and started lifting with purpose and intention. And I think it was 2019 I decided I knew I wanted to do a show, but I wasn't mentally ready to step on stage until last week I stepped on stage.
Mm.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
wonderful, and I'm absolutely obsessed now and will be doing it for the rest of my life. Now I just like I can't get big enough. Like I just want to be as big as humanly possible.
Yeah. I don't know. I probably gonna have headphones on because
Okay.
it's that do the best I can with it. Hold on for a second. Sorry about
Alrighty. You're good. Hang on. Yes.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. 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 How was the process for you of like losing weight? Because that ain't easy to do. Like, you
No.
know.
It was really challenging, and that's one reason why I wanted to become a personal trainer and a coach, especially with men and women that had a large amount of weight to lose, because I did all of the things. I had done everything under the sun to try to lose weight, and I would lose 20 or 30 pounds here or there and gain it like right back because I'm using like a fad diet or Atkins or let's cut a whole food group out or
mm,
just eating very little. I think I did that crazy like 500 calories a day diet and lost a bunch of weight. But then like as soon as you eat normally, because it's a fad diet, you gain the weight back, right? So nothing actually worked until I just started training, like doing physical exercise and eating a sustainable sort of diet, not cutting any food groups out, keeping my meals balanced, making sure I was getting the right amount of carbs, proteins, and fats in my days. And the weightlifting helped, I think, with my metabolism so much and has helped me keep the weight off for sure. I mean, we all have periods where we'll gain some weight back, but it's not like 40, 50 pounds of weight like I used to
Yeah.
just fluctuate. But I know there were so many times when I wanted to quit because it is so hard and you do have
Right.
so many discouraging moments because I was very fixated on I wasn't to the place in my brain where I understood the science enough to
Right.
not be obsessed with the scale. And when you're lifting weights and trying to lose body fat, the number on the scale is very tricky. Like you're building muscle. So it may not change every week. And that leads a lot of women who don't understand the process, don't understand like the biomechanics of what's happening. They'll just throw their hands up and be like, well, this isn't working. I'm not getting smaller. So it was difficult, but I definitely, like, I know I learned all the tools, so it's really effortless now to put myself back on the right path, you know? You eat some meals have some treats, but then just go right back to your clean stuff and keep your training program the same and you're having the same output. The science is there that, you're not gonna gain 4 pounds of body fat. That's what, like, so many people freak out about those post-show meals.
Yeah.
It's absolutely impossible for you to actually be gaining, as much body fat as you think you're gaining from just having some treats post-show first of all, we're super dehydrated, most of us don't drink any water on show day. So the minute actual fluid hits your bloodstream and your muscles start to get hydrated, you put on weight, you know. Just quit
I,
quit looking at the devil box.
yeah. I like asking this question for some reason because I'm just crazy. But what's the difference between you having weight and you now you're a bodybuilder that it's kind of extreme sport where some people like sometimes they fall out, and if they do the wrong thing,
Yeah.
they it could be severe
Like
penalties if I could say that word.
what is the difference in coming from being overweight to doing
Yeah,
bodybuilding? Like I think it makes me a better bodybuilder because I know the science and that I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna screw up a bunch of stuff. Like I know how body fat works and how you gain it and how muscle works. Like I know I can eat a
right.
whole bunch of carbs and then go train and I'm probably just gonna grow. But also knowing that I was able to lose the amount of weight. I lost 160 pounds. So with no bariatric surgery, no nothing. I know I have a lot of people that are like, you had to have had bariatric surgery to lose that kind of weight. No, I went to the gym and I ate what I was supposed to eat and I lost it. Didn't even have a personal trainer. But I think because I was disciplined enough to do that, I'm very disciplined when it comes to the bodybuilding prep and the off. This is my first real off season. I was talking to my coach and I was like, I'm kind of scared because like this is really the first time in a very long time that I'm intentionally going to be gaining a lot of size. I mean,
Yeah,
we're trying to really gain some impressive size for you guys for next season. I'm excited, but I'm also terrified, you know?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like what? I mean, like I look at your pictures at times. You seem like you look like you're a figure competitor.
Right. I don't
Um,
want to be. Yeah.
you
No,
don't
I
want
want to
to
be.
be.
No, no. I want to be a female bodybuilder. Like, I, and,
But there's
sorry.
another picture. There's another picture you powerlifting too. Like
Yes.
let me see if I got this. Well, hold on. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I
Get
was
that picture. Yeah,
previously a power lifter.
I
I
don't get
did
that
that.
picture.
I
Yeah,
did
this is.
powerlifting before. Yeah.
Yeah,
I did
now you look.
powerlifting.
Now you look bigger. You look actually bigger.
Yes.
If it makes
I
sense. Yeah.
yeah, no, I was like right around 200 pounds in that photo. I was so strong. But like, and have been looking at my stage photos and I didn't know how I'd look up against the other figure girls. I'm 5'10". I'm tall. I'm on the taller end of all the girls. I was the tallest physique girl that showed up to this show. Um, and I was like, wow, my physique actually looks really good for figure. Should I keep doing figure and women's physique? But I
I'm
just
sorry.
I'm
Hold on for a second. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I was shredded.
I'm sorry about that.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah. 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 What you were saying?
No, just like trying to make the decision for next season. If we continue to compete both classes, we're just gonna have to see, what the physique looks like. I mean, I think it'll still look good for figure, especially if we grow the legs, lats, and shoulders like we want. But I really
Yeah.
want to focus on shoulders and chest and legs as far as
Yeah.
physique goes, just to have a better like front chest and like side tricep. Some of
Okay.
the poses you need a nice thick chest and mine is not. It's not. I'm a slow grower. That's one reason that I am really kind of scared of the growth phase because I'm a hard gainer and I don't know like how much food that's gonna be to make that happen for me. But we will see.
Like how many foods that you eat? Like 6 times?
Right now I eat 6 times a day.
Oh, okay. That's the regular bodybuilding.
Yeah. 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 It's
Yeah.
just the amounts will increase. I'll probably still be at like 6 meals or so, and he'll just bump up. My coach loves to give carbs, so he'll probably just give me mountains of rice, which is fine. It's fine, but when you're, already full and you're staring at 300 grams of rice, it's kind of intimidating.
Yeah. You just eat like you would just like eat rice and that's it? Like a lot of
Um,
rice?
uh, to gain, just it's adding carbs and fats. You don't really have to toy
Yeah.
too much with your protein, but I don't know. Hopefully he'll give me treats. I don't
Yeah.
have treats. I don't have treats right now, and I would really like some treats.
What kind of treats you like to eat?
Oh God, I love peanut butter so much. Anything peanut butter chocolate and cinnamon,
Yeah.
like cinnamon rolls and honey
Yeah.
buns. That's the
I
first
like the
thing I had.
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's.
That
Yes.
yeah. I don't eat it like that, but there's moments where I do like Reese's Pieces, and I
Yes.
like it when it's like in the ice cream or a cake or something like that. That's really
So
good.
good. So good.
Yeah,
We had Buckeye brownies. Shout out Buckeye brownies. Thank you so much for sending things. Post show, and one of them is like Reese's Pieces. It's like a big square that's like peanut butter fudge with Reese's Pieces and Reese's peanut butter cups on top. Oh my god. After not having anything, I was in prep for 9 months.
yeah,
Like I not like everybody else in their 16-week prep. I was in prep for 38 weeks. I could have had a baby in the time that I was
yeah.
prepping for a bodybuilding show. And all that time there was, I think my coach gave me one refeed that had cheesecake in it, but there were no
Mm.
treats for 9 months except for that piece of cheesecake I got. So as soon as I came off stage, my sister's holding this giant cinnamon roll. There's a little video on Instagram, and I'm just in the cinnamon roll. The
Yeah.
beefy paladin guy, Nathan, he brought me brownies. They were so good. I ate so much. I'm not even gonna lie. It was kind of shocking how much food I ate. I ate everything.
Have you ever overeat like when you and like now like as a bodybuilder?
I not really. I can't. Like I definitely
Yeah,
overate post show because I just kept eating.
right.
Even though I was full, I was like, this is just so good. I haven't had it in so long. But on
Yeah.
a daily basis, my stomach, like the size of the meals, and I will put in like green veggies and stuff for volume. But in prep, especially there at the end, your meals are so small that your stomach
Hmm.
just doesn't have the same capacity. So even if I wanted to just eat like a massive plate of food, like it hurts. I posted some photos on my story, like after I
You
ate,
look like you
and
don't gain weight. You
you look like I,
like you.
no, I
It
just,
doesn't look like you. It just look like you can't gain weight. I don't know.
I
Just
can't,
looking at,
I can't,
yeah,
I can't.
that's what it looked like. That's what
Yeah,
it looks like.
yeah, that's why I'm like, wow, we're trying to grow massive muscles and I'm a hard gainer. What are we gonna do? Like, how much
Yeah,
food am I gonna be eating to gain any sort of muscles? Especially legs, because legs grow. The legs I have, I've been growing, purposely trying to grow my legs for like 3 years now. And this is all I got.
right.
Just just pathetic. Just sad. It's like if we could make my legs do what my back does, that would be phenomenal. I
Mm.
would like a I
What
would
you,
like some glutes at some point in my life.
what's like the body part you mostly train a lot?
I j- I really like to train shoulders and arms. I just think there's something there's just
Yeah,
something about biceps um I always want my arms to look good no matter what my body fat percentage is. So I'll always throw arms in probably like 3 times a week at the end of a workout. I always do abs
Mm.
because you want your core. A lot of that, especially training like obliques and things for me, is like a preventative thing for like deadlifts and squat for bracing. You need a nice strong core. Plus abs are awesome. Like who doesn't want
Yeah,
abs? You know?
yeah, yeah,
Especially in women's physique. You know, we have the ab and thigh that's like the whole pose is about our abs, you know.
yeah.
And I think women's bodybuilding and women's physique are really the only one where they're like, we really need for your abs to be visible and thick. We're going to look at them. Like there's no ab shot for any other class.
Mm.
So here we are doing abs every day.
Well, Beefy the Paladin, normally a first-time competitor shows up watery.
Was I watery? You were there, Nathan. Was I watery? He's going to say no.
I don't understand that. Like, what do you mean it's like watery? Like, I'm sorry, forgive me.
Okay, so you have the layer of skin, and then there's fat, and then your muscle tissue. So we cut all of the fat, right? And then
Yeah,
that last few days or peak week is all about pulling the water out of that skin so that it can kind of sorry about that, adhere to the
yeah,
muscle, and you look more defined. So you can see all of your striations. You can see how vascular you are. And if you show up watery, then you're not able to see all of your
mm,
definition and everything. And sometimes athletes will spill over. So the water will get between the different muscles and they won't be as defined. So you don't want to
mm,
show up watery, but it's so scientific and your coach really has to know your body to nail it. And my coach nailed it. I think we came in probably one of the top 3 most conditioned girls at that show. Like, I was so lean. I had glute striations. I don't know. I think before I went, I did like the in-body scan and I was like 8% body fat. So I don't
right.
know what we took on stage, but it was really low. It was real low.
Mm.
But I was also very
Yeah,
hungry.
yeah. I mean, like more and more, it's more of a science because like
Yes.
there's certain things like I'm just trying to figure out. It's not.
Yeah.
It taking time for me to kind of grasp. Because I work out, but not at that level of bodybuilding and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's
No.
like that. I mean, what I could say. You guys really have like a really strict discipline that a
Yeah.
lot of people really can't do. Like I wouldn't want to do it. Like if me imagine me and prep, like the people around me, like they would feel
They
my
just
wrath. Like
gosh,
I'm serious.
the
Like now,
I
go
feel
ahead. Go
like
ahead.
no, I feel like, and I've told some of my clients this because they'll be like, "Hey, yeah, I kind of want to do a show," and I was like, "I am not a bodybuilding coach. Don't never
Yeah.
will be. Don't want to be. I cannot put anybody on a stage because peak week is such a science. Like I know coaches that will pay other coaches to peak their clients because
Right.
peak week is such like you have to nail hour by hour. How much water are we going to give you? When are we going to give you the carbs to fill you up? What are we going to do so you don't spill over? Even as far as like what you have backstage before you go on. You're going to have a rice cake and some honey because the honey is going to shuttle the carbs into the muscles. You're going to pop. You're going to get vascular and look really nice, but you have to time it perfectly.
Mm,
There were several of us that were like squirting honey in our mouth in the line walking to the stage, so that we can
mm.
flex that muscle and it's going to have nice veins all running through it. It's so scientific. I would not want that job ever because I'd be so critical of myself. I'd be like, man, I didn't do it this time. I could have done more for her. But like I've told so many people, my coach is absolutely a mad scientist. If you looked back at my like check-in photos before I hired him at the end of February,
Right.
I never would have thought that this prep would have been salvageable in
Yeah.
February when I fired my last coach because it was such a
Mm.
horrible experience and I was losing so much muscle mass. But I got with Garrett and he switched everything around. He immediately fed me more, changed my training, changed what special supplements we were taking, and just sort of turned the whole thing around so that, I could place really well at this show. And I'm really excited about it. I'm excited about our future shows together. And I did a whole statement on TikTok where I really think that he can get me. I mean, it's going to take some years because I am small. It's going to take me
Yeah.
some years, but I think he can definitely help me get my pro card. Like he knows my body.
Yeah. What's your height? Like, are you 5'8" or
5'10".
5'10"? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm around that. I'm
tall.
around that height.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's considered tall for a woman.
Yeah. It's tall
Yeah.
for a woman in bodybuilding. There are not a lot of
Yeah.
us. Anastasia Ryder, I think, is 5'11". So she's a little taller than me.
Yeah,
And
I've seen her. Yeah.
yeah, I think she went
Yeah.
on stage at how much did she weigh? Like 190 at 5'11". She's a built
Yeah,
girl.
I've seen her pictures. Yeah,
Yes.
I could imagine seeing her in person.
Yes.
She's
Yeah.
big. Like,
She's
she's
big.
big.
That's what I want
Yeah.
for myself. I would like
Yeah.
that for myself very much. If
You know
anyone is
what?
listening.
You know what? I remember back in the day, I would work out, and this was when I started kind of like getting into bodybuilding, and I would go like, cause I'm in New York, and I would go like uptown Manhattan, and I would buy like these weight gainers from Joe Weider,
Oh gosh,
and
yeah.
I was getting, yeah, and I would get big and stuff. Yeah, I would
God.
work out and get big. Yeah, yeah. But I stopped taking that. Do you like buy weight gainers and stuff like that? And
No, I don't do like the mass gainers or stuff.
yeah,
I barely do a protein shake. My coach
yeah,
really wants me to use food. I think we were having a shake, but I wasn't even using it that way. I was putting it in my eggs and making this nasty protein pancake. But
mm,
I think he's removed like all of my whey. Um, there are other ways to gain muscle
mm,
that are not mass gainers. I just don't think that a lot of them are very clean, and that my gut is horrible. So
right.
if I put something weird in there,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna feel bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. I was 16 at the time. I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh yeah,
I
no, nothing matters when you're
yeah,
16.
and yeah, yeah. That's when I started kind of looking at bodybuilding and the women and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
I would, yeah, and I was trying to work. I didn't have weights like sometimes I would mess with weights, but I would do like push-ups and
Yeah.
like use the furniture sometimes
Heck yeah.
like to work out. Yeah, yeah. You
Nice.
got a guest all the way, George Page. Hi, folks.
George! Thank you, George,
Hey,
so much for my
he
package. I
said,
got it today.
congratulations, Melissa, on your debut.
Thank you, thank you.
And Beefy the
Yes.
Paladin carbs had a lot of water as
Yep.
well.
They hold a lot of
Yeah.
water. They
And he
do. I think
says she don't want to wear the clear heels. That's when I was asking you about the figure and stuff. That
man, it's so not, but I look so, when I look at the pictures, like in my heels, and I got my hair done, and my nails, and my jewelry, I was like, look at you, how cute, and look at you, how cute. You look like a princess. I look like a princess, and I'm so excited about it. But then it's
yeah.
just something different about, that's my best friend, Alex. She flew all the way from Kansas to do my hair.
Mm.
But
Okay.
there's just
What's your
something.
occupation? I'm sorry, I don't. What do you do outside of bodybuilding?
Personal training. I do
Oh
personal
yeah, that's
training.
right. Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I was gonna get into that.
yeah,
It just slipped out my mind. But go ahead. Good.
yeah, personal training, but more of a transformation coach. So I work with
Yeah.
women and men that need to lose like a surplus of 100 pounds or more. I work with a lot of clinics. I work with doctors. They'll send their pre-bariatric surgery clients to me because they'll want them to lose 60 or 70 pounds before they have bariatric surgery. So we'll work together on that. We'll work together on teaching them about food and hunger cues. And we do, training. I will do like some uh, in-home training if it's necessary with bands and things for the ones that are like super morbidly obese that can't get outside the home. But I've had several clients
Mm,
that came from bariatric clinics that decided not to have the surgery and just stayed with me and we took the weight off. So
that's good.
that's really exciting.
Yeah.
One of my girls is down 240 pounds. She changed
Wow.
her mind on the bariatric surgery and just stayed with me for a couple of years.
Right.
And now she's
But
like, I think I want to body build. I was like, let's go. Let's do it.
what's the difference? But what's the difference between on what you do and your coach? Is it more? Is it a lot to handle as a coach, a bodybuilder coach, than what it is as a weight loss coach?
Yes. Um, it's just so different when I don't know that you have to put the body through so many different things in bodybuilding. There's maintenance phases, health phases. We're going to do the actual prep and cutting so low into the body fat, and but still preserving muscle. There's building the muscle, and it's just such
Yeah.
an exact science. Not that weight loss itself is not a super exact science, because every client I've had is different. Every single one has needed different things, and we've had to just tinker and play and see what the perfect meal plan was or what the perfect training plan was. But there's just so many nuances to bodybuilding, and everybody's so different that it's just I think the only reason I haven't taken the leap to do it is because it is a little intimidating that
Mm,
you have really got to learn about your athlete and what their body's capable of and how to maneuver around every little thing. Like I don't know how to gain weight, which is why I'm a small shrimpy person. So like
you just know how to
I
lose weight.
yeah, I know how to lose weight all day long, every day,
Yeah.
all day, every day. Um, but I'm very interested to see how my coach is going to maneuver me through the weight gain process. If it's just going to be a ton of food, he's already given me my training, and it is diabolical, insane. I was like, "Sir, what are you trying to do? Am I supposed to die? Do it like I need to be able to survive through this?" And he's like, "It's fine." Um, and I'm sure that we'll play with different super supplements, if you
Yeah.
will, because I am not a natural athlete. Um, but it will be very interesting to see the process. We've got a year to grow. So
Mm,
maybe I'll do something impressive before next June.
okay. So you taking time off like the rest of the year?
Yes, I am, because I have lost so much weight, and I know you can tell by some of my pictures. I have loose skin on my legs. I have loose skin on my lower tummy.
Yeah.
I don't have any boobs. Yeah, you can see my loose skin. I'm gonna have a full body lift and a breast lift and get a little implant put in. So
Okay.
that'll
That's a
that'll take
lot.
yeah, it is all at one time. They're gonna do it all at once.
Yeah.
Um,
Wow.
and I'll be out of the gym for about 12 weeks with that.
Mm,
So that's gonna happen in the fall. So right now we're just kind of like seeing what we can accomplish as far as getting the body. We're in a health phase, getting the body as healthy as possible. Probably put on some mass, because I
right.
can't go. I can't go into surgery this low body fat anyway. They won't do it.
Mm,
Uh,
yeah.
your your recovery and things like that, especially with the incision that's full circumferential all the way around my body. you have to have some body fat. You have to everything, all your hormone levels and everything. You need to be super healthy. So right now we're getting me healthy, healthy. So I do well with that. Recover as quickly as possible. Get back in the gym. Grow, 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 and hop back on stage with a brand new body that you guys haven't seen before.
Yeah, we gonna see. We gonna
You gonna
see.
see it. You gonna see it.
You look amazing, Daniel. C. You look amazing. You are what pushes me. I've lost 25 pounds so far. Have 30 more to go. I'm not
Hell
gonna
yeah.
lie. I'm trying to lose weight. Because I'm looking kind of. I'm looking big. It's that sometimes
Yeah.
I kind of consume things. I consume some junk food, and I mean, but I do work out. I do meditation,
Right.
and
Oh,
I'll
nice.
walk through the park and stuff like that. And yeah, but I think the other day I was trying to do like the pull-up bar, but
Yeah.
I haven't done that in a while. But
I
yeah, I
think
mean,
the most important thing, especially just for like regular people wanting to be healthy and lose weight, is just find something sustainable. Like, don't cut things out of your diet completely. Don't stop having your pizza. Don't stop having the things that you enjoy because you're not going to do that for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? Like, we're bodybuilders and we're not even going to cut all these things out of our diet for the rest of our life. It's a very short period of time if you really think about it. It's just I don't tell any of my clients to cut everything they love out. We just sort of scale back when we have these things, you know.
yeah,
Have pizza or Chinese or something and then go do legs the next do legs the next day, do a large
yeah,
body part, a large muscle group, and you're going to use it for fuel. Food and your body know what to do. You
right,
give it the fuel and it's going to use it properly. It's the issue where you start giving it too much fuel and you're not using the
yeah.
gas
The
in the
thing is,
car,
it's moderation. That's the
Yes.
thing. That's
Yeah.
the thing. The more you consume it,
Yeah.
yeah, it goes
Too
against you.
much, yeah, too much input, not enough output. As long as you can keep a good balance, have whatever you're having and do your walks in the park, just stay active. So many people are just getting it wrong where they think, well, I gotta just eat less. And a lot of people need to eat more. Like, that was
Yeah, I
my
mean, it's
issue.
not. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, like, it's really tough to try to like lose weight
Yeah.
because you see these fools and it be tempting you too. And then sometimes you don't even know what's in the food because there's
Yes.
some chemicals like whatever they put in that food. It's very addictive.
Yeah.
And then you start thinking about it. You start lusting over it. Yeah, like
That's
you.
me.
Yeah, yes. And then there be some situations where like sometimes like it's you're eating what's available, like
Yes.
it could be around you and stuff. And then like because I'm at work and there's like this vendor machine and sometimes the vendor machine like it doesn't the food there like it's junk food it doesn't even fill
Yeah.
you up and then you wasting more money and eating
Yeah.
it for just to get full and stuff. So,
Right.
yeah, sometimes I gotta be really smart enough to bring outside food to my job, so I
Yeah, I
won't,
think setting yourself up for we'll say, like, in the industry, you can either plan to fail. Failing to plan is planning to fail. So if
yeah,
you have your meals. Lord, my phone keeps falling over. We'll do this. If you
don't worry
already
about it.
have your meals prepped, you have the things you need together. Sorry. There. Wait. Nope. That's not it. Oh, gosh. If you meal prep and have all of the things that you need with you, then you're less likely to go to the vending machine. I know that I would probably still. Lord, you about to see me lose my mind up
Well, what I do,
just
I grab my phone. I don't know if that works for you, but
there. We'll just
okay,
change where
all
you
right,
are. I'm in my nephew's. Oh, this was originally my husband's bedroom when he was a little boy. And now it's
Yeah.
my son's bedroom at his grandparents' house because they're having Father's Day dinner. But I was like, I'm gonna go in here real quick. We'll do this while they're eating cake, so I don't have to look at the cake because we're in reverse and we are
Oh,
not
that's
in
what
cake.
they're doing now.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
wah, wah. We're not in cake time right now.
All
That's one of
right.
the things. That's one of the things about reverses that's been very, very difficult for me is you're just not straight back to the normalcy of, well, we'll just have a piece of cake. I have to. Time for cake will come. I feel like
Yeah.
I had enough treats post show anyway that I should be good on that, but I'm a sugar addict. I don't know if you
Yeah.
have that problem, but like
Yes. Yes. So I'm a
once I
sugar
get
addict too.
you give me a little bit, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
y'all
Yeah.
got
That's
some
the
more of
drug.
that. You got some more of that
Yeah.
sugar? Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good time where George should be talking about Pookie from New Jack City.
Yes.
They start
Yes.
mentioning that.
Yep.
They
You
keep
got
calling
some
me.
got some more of them Rice Krispie treats. My back double bye was really thank you. Bro,
Yeah.
me and my coach worked on my back double bye. He called me and we did a FaceTime call the previous night for like 40 minutes the night before show, just over and over, going over exactly how he wanted me to do it. And I was sweaty, I was disgusting, I was so tired. I just wanted to get off the phone with this man. But he's like, do it again, do it again. And then
What's
it
your
looks
coach
so
name?
good. Garrett White, hailing from
Oh, Gary
Oklahoma
White.
City. He's fabulous. He is absolutely fabulous. Recommend him to anybody if you are wanting to do a show or if you just want to get fit. I'm part of the Ready to Respond fitness team. So he's a firefighter. So is my husband. Support the firefighters.
Okay.
Um,
Shout out to Gary. Gary
shout out to
White.
Garrett.
Garrett.
So
I'm sorry.
Garrett. No, you're good. So like he has a whole training program that's very, you know, uh first responder based, which I
Yeah.
love. I love so much. I don't know. He's just good at what he does. He knows bodies, he knows how to manipulate things,
Yeah.
and he did a great job. I think he did more than I thought was possible for the physique that I had. I don't if you've seen my body when I started this prep, I was like 200 pounds and I went on stage at like 137. So
Mm,
he did that. And I was like, boy, you
mm.
know about it. I'm a lifer with Garrett.
Wow. Do you train with like other bodybuilders?
I have one friend at my gym named Chase. We actually competed the same day. He competed here in Tennessee and I was up in Ohio. He does men's open
Mm.
bodybuilding and I think 212. I'm not sure if that's correct, but I know he big. We train together sometimes, but for the most part, I just train by myself. There are
Yeah.
not a ton. I'm in a very small town in Tennessee. There are not a lot of bodybuilders in my town. There is another
Mm.
guy who competes, but he's not always at the gym. So I'm lonely for the most part. It's a bunch of teenager kids because the gym's across from the high school.
What's that like being a bodybuilder where you were at?
Hilarious. Hilarious because like I dress the way I dress on purpose. Uh
Yeah.
I wear like little sports bras and stuff as shirts. And I walk like this in the grocery store. Just to be trifling. Cause it's just like a bunch of bros in my town and like country boys and like nobody will actually talk to me. But they'll look. I've had a couple of old women ask me questions. They'll be like, "Wow, you look like you work out really hard." And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And I've had a couple of women ask me if I'm a coach or a personal trainer because they want to get in shape, and I've gotten clients that way. You are a business card. as a
Mm.
personal trainer, people look at your body and that's how you sell your plan, you know, because if you look good, people are going to want to hire you because they know you're
That's good.
you're walking the walk, you know. So I've gotten a lot of clients
Yeah.
just going to Walmart and buying my groceries, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but it's kind of difficult because it is such a small town and people are pretty close-minded. Like aside the fact that I have neck and face tattoos, the fact that I'm jacked, it's a whole thing. But I have, you know, I'm not friends with a lot of the moms. I'm just not that girl they want to be friends with, which is weird because I'm
Mm.
lovely. Like I love everybody. I'm a gal's gal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a hard time with the people here.
No, I don't know. Is it mostly men or women? Well, is it mostly women?
My problem is
Yeah.
it's mostly women. Men don't
Yeah.
really
I
give
figured.
me any trouble.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
I see a lot of women on the internet that talk trash on men and they're like, "Oh, men are so creepy and stuff." I have not had one experience. I have not had one
Yeah.
experience where a man has made me feel weird or uncomfortable. If they
Right.
talk to me in the gym, they're telling me I'm doing a great job, they're telling me how good I look, or they're asking for tips. The women, though, it's
Yeah.
just so much side eye. And
Yeah.
like, I just want to be
Yeah.
your friend. Like, I literally
Yeah.
just want to be your friend.
Yeah, women are like that, especially with the. I notice it because there's times where like I would look at a picture or like draw like bodybuilders, like
Yeah.
women bodybuilders as times, and I would see like some of them would give me that look, or I would
Really?
hear, but I hear it from different spectrum, men and women, but
Yeah.
the women they would just kind of like be really judgmental on you. Like they'll start looking at you, you know,
Yeah. I don't know
like
what that
yeah,
is. I'm not like that.
yeah.
I want to be friends with everybody.
But
Like,
your mother was. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
you're good.
I'm getting a little excited. No, I mean I was gonna ask you. Your mother was a bodybuilder, right?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
did you? Was she still? How long she was competing? And did
Uh,
you ever see her
no,
perform?
no.
Oh,
My mom I was born in 1983 and she was competing for the 6 or 7 years before I was born. I was the end of her bodybuilding career.
oh,
Um, I think they thought that she was starting menopause or something. She was in prep and they
okay.
thought she was starting menopause, but no, it was just me. It was me. Um, so she stepped back from bodybuilding and raised a baby. And then my
Nice.
dad, I guess she said he told her her neck and traps were getting too big, so she stopped. But like the
Mm.
pictures I have seen of her,
Yeah,
phenomenal.
she was really.
She wasn't big, she was enhanced. She was taking steroids,
Yeah.
anabolics in the
Oh yeah.
80s. Yeah, because only had men to train with. She was training at Gold's Gym with a bunch of dudes getting gear in the locker room. Like I was like, Mom, look at you go.
She ever told you like how she got started or
No, she didn't tell me how she got started. She just said
oh
she loved it, and it was so crazy because she had like the big blonde, bleached blonde, like curly hair. So she just looked like this total beach babe with just ripped muscles. So I was like, Mom, you were phenomenal. But she's had several strokes now. She has congestive heart failure. Her health is
oh
really
well, I'm
bad.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
But
sorry to hear that.
she came to my show in Ohio. She and my sister drove up, which is like 8 hours. And she had really bad edema in her legs, and we had to like she had her
Oh,
walker and everything, but she was just a couple rows from the front,
man.
and I could just hear her yelling for me every time I was up there. And then after the show, she said this was the best day of my life. and I just
That's
lost
nice.
it. Yeah. It was like because
That's good.
I really wanted to, like, I knew that I wasn't the sole reason for her stopping. Like, I know my dad basically made her stop lifting weights because he didn't want her to get too big or have the masculinization and things.
Yeah,
And she's always said she wishes she would have just kept doing it because she knows that would have changed so much in her life and with her health and not being in such bad health now if she would have stayed in bodybuilding or at least in the gym lifting. But I wanted so badly to do this for her, you know.
yeah.
But
That's nice.
yeah.
That's nice.
It was good. It was good. I wanna just keep going though, you know? You wanna continue to make people proud and to show, people what's possible. That's my favorite part of being so open about my journey and having the YouTube vlog and showing people the whole prep, and now we're gonna go
Yeah,
into
you
a
got a
s
YouTube channel.
Yeah, yeah.
About your YouTube channel.
So I have the Fearless series will be wrapping up this week when we post the show day and peak week video, and then we will be
Yeah.
starting a new series for the health phase and my surgery. I'm going to vlog the entire body lift surgery, the recovery. We're going to vlog everything because I want everyone to know what's possible. I started the YouTube channel because I looked everywhere for a story like mine that was a
Mm,
morbidly obese woman that became a successful bodybuilder. And I just
yeah.
never, I couldn't find my story anywhere. It's all girls that had either been really skinny or had always been sort of fit, and then they put a lot of muscle on. I never saw a girl that was overweight get on stage. You just didn't see the girls with loose skin stepping on stage. And I know it's because it's very scary, you know, are the judges gonna judge me for this? You know, which I placed well enough that I don't think I was being judged by my skin. I had other reasons why I placed where I placed. Um, but I wanted for the story to be out there because I know I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one with that dream. That, you know, you can lose all the weight, you can keep it off, you can do big, even if it's not bodybuilding, you can do huge things. And, you know, I needed someone, like, I wish I could have found my story while I was losing weight. What a difference
Right.
it would have made to me to see, because it's been 7 years now, and I could have never, like when I first started losing weight, I could have never imagined that I would go on stage and they would put medals around my neck, like, and I would look like I looked on stage. It just doesn't, it would have never occurred to me that that was a possibility. But now my story is out there and women can see it is real. You can do it. You can do it naturally. You know, you can lose weight naturally. You can get your life back, and you can live a completely different life than you ever thought was possible.
Right. So I mean, you never. I think there's bodybuilders that they were overweight and
Yeah.
they lost weight. I mean, is there other bodybuilders that you pay attention to? I know you admired like Linda what's the
Linda
Dana
Murray,
Bailey.
Dana Lynn Bailey, but Linda Murray before Dana Lynn
Oh
Bailey. Linda Murray's a fox.
yeah,
Um, I love Dana Lynn Bailey. She's not even competing anymore, which is sad. We're the same age. We're the
right,
exact same age, which is
right.
crazy. Um, uh, Wendy
I actually
14 and
knew
Miss
about
17.
her. Now I was about to say real quick. I actually knew about her through the Ninja Warrior. She was competing in that.
Yes, yeah, she did the
Yeah,
Ninja Warrior. She's done a lot of things. She'll hint every once in a while that she's coming back to the stage, but I don't think she is.
yeah,
And I wouldn't.
right,
I wouldn't, as successful as she is. There's just no reason.
right.
But I love Iris Kyle. I really love the big girls. And then we're getting so many new women's bodybuilding girls. I'm so excited to see what Anastasia Ryder does. Uh,
Yeah,
Tracy, I don't know if you've seen her.
yeah. Tracy
Yeah,
Gal.
she got her
Yeah,
Olympia qualification.
yeah.
And I'm just, I'm
That's an
so
amazing
excited.
physique. Yeah,
She has
yeah,
an incredible physique. Just
yeah,
she is going to knock them dead. And I don't know, her conditioning is always on point,
yeah.
which you can get size, you can get the look, but to absolutely nail conditioning is like it's the science, and you really have to have the right coach. And I think she has a phenomenal coach that just knows how to work her body so well to put it on stage. She's the past, I don't know, 2 or 3 times I've seen her on stage, the look is fabulous. Like, I've never seen a look on her that I don't love.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
she has a nice physique. I mean,
Yeah.
it took her like well, like I think like forgive me if I say this wrong. I think like 12 years for her
Yes,
to get her pro
it's about
card.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's so many people are, and I do have a friend who she competes wellness. Her name is Keisha. Hey,
yeah,
Keisha. She's in Memphis. She she lost a ton of weight too. I want to say she lost over
yeah.
100 pounds. She
Mm,
stepped on stage. She did a couple of competitions. She got her national qualification, and then she went to Jamaica, I believe, got her pro card in
mm.
a year and a half. She's from first show to pro card a year and a half.
Mm.
I was like, holy crap,
Yeah, it'd be
girl.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like that. Some get it quicker than others. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd
Some
be
get it
like
very,
that.
very quickly. I think that my friend Jordan, I don't know if you've noticed, Jordan Sue, she did the show with me. She was also
Jordan Sue.
in figure. She's a wellness girl,
Okay.
but she also did figure. I am predicting that she will get her pro card within the year.
Wait, you know what? There's somebody you wait. Well, let me see. Let me see. Uh, Her, right? Is this her?
That's her. I think she'll get her pro card this
Yeah,
year.
yeah. I want to. Yeah, she's. Forgive me if I say she's hot. I ain't gonna
She's
lie.
gorgeous. She's gorgeous. I met her through a previous job we were in Miami, and she was staying in the house with me, and I had never met her in person, and she walked up to
Yeah,
me and I was like, "We got to get you on stage. You have to do a bodybuilding show."
yeah,
And she's like, "No way. What are you talking about?" And here we are a year later. She listened to me, and she's nationally
yeah,
qualified, and she got second in her overall, and she can go
yeah.
to a national show and go for her pro card if she wants to, and I think she should,
Mm,
because baby
yeah.
got back. She
Yeah,
out of the minute
I'm gonna have to agree with you. Yeah, she looked
yes,
nice.
she
I was kind of curious about her. Like, wow, who's
yeah.
this? Yeah.
She's doing a show in 2 weeks, Bruce City, I believe it's in Wisconsin,
Mm,
and I think she's gonna take the
yeah,
overall.
yeah. I'm gonna be
I've
rooting
seen some
for her.
photos of her.
Yeah, yeah. Tell her to holler at me or something.
Oh, I will. I
We
will
can
definitely.
talk. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she needs to put herself out there. She's sponsored by OMG Custom Bikinis. She's gotten picked up by a bunch of different brands and things. I'm so excited for her. It's telling her that she needs to bodybuild was one of the best things I've ever done. I'm so glad I did it. I
Yeah, I
saw
mean,
her
you're a good motivator. You're a good
yeah.
motivator.
Well, I saw
Yeah,
her legs. I saw her legs and I was like, "You're a wellness girl. You just don't know it." And she's like, "What are you talking about?"
yeah,
And she stepped on that stage. I don't There's a lot of controversy about why she didn't win that show, but she blew
yeah.
every girl on that stage in wellness off this just clean off the stage. I was like, y'all shouldn't even come here today
Mm,
because you got a little horse. She was just like a stacked little horse but her back is really, really wide. So that may have had something to do with it because, they want the wellness girls to be, it's the only class where you're not supposed to be proportional.
right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is very interesting. You know.
It's a very interesting I don't want to do it ever because
Why you want to do? You're not
because
big enough. You don't think so?
I think it would take a lot of years for me to grow any kind of glutes.
Yeah,
but I don't want my back to get smaller. I want to get bigger, you know. I don't want to only
right.
have one upper body day a week. That is my personal hell. And I want to train upper body. I would train upper body every day if I could. I don't want to do legs. That's the problem. Like that's why I'm little.
Yeah, I've heard that. But I kind of understand because just doing legs, you'll be in pain. Like doing them leg presses.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
people
that.
that like leg day they got problems. That's why I don't mess with them wellness girls because they have to be crazy. Like you
Yeah,
like what you're doing to yourself. Mm-mm. I want I just want a huge upper body. Let's get some decent sized legs.
at least they could show off their legs.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have bad legs. They're just real long. And it's very hard to put muscle on because it's all the muscle stretched out over a longer
Right.
length of area, you know, they're
Yeah.
compact. I'm 5'10" and Jordan's like 5'1" or 5 foot tall. She's like this big
Yeah.
standing next to me, you know? And I was like, that's why you're big because you're this tall. It's all your muscle is squashed down. You cheated. Mine's all stretched out.
Let me read these chats real quick. I don't know about peanut butter and chocolate thing. I would have gotten the peanut butter killer brownies. And
Uh,
then diet restriction over time will shrink your stomach and reset
reset your
your
ghrelin.
ghrelin. Ghrelin. Okay.
Mhm.
So body part I didn't realize.
Ghrelin is the hunger hormone. So your
Okay.
body will turn that on and make you feel hungry. So, fun fact, bariatric surgery, when they remove part of your stomach, they remove the part of the stomach that has the gland that produces ghrelin. So they actually turn off your hunger cues completely, which is why I am not a big fan of the surgery and don't really agree with people having it. Because once you don't have the natural ability to feel your hunger cues anymore, you're not gonna be able to learn how to eat for life, you know, because you won't know if you're hungry or not. You're gonna have to just set an alarm to eat, which I don't
Mm.
have to really do. I just know to be eating all the time. I should be eating right now, but I'm talking to you. I'm kidding. They ain't got nothing in there but cakes and cornbread. Like, what am I gonna do with that?
But I do got a question. Like as a coach,
Yes.
these person, I've learned that a lot of times when they consume food, it's mostly a psychological thing.
Yes.
Like
Yeah, absolutely.
how do you get them to overcome like the psychological for them to improve the physical?
I do a lot of we talk a lot, me and my clients, about
Okay.
why we're eating things, what what is the feeling that you get when you eat a certain food? Because a lot of and it's mostly women that have this problem. They have a specific food that is the food that they eat for a very certain reason, whether it be, you know, emotional, stressful, just uncomfortable. A lot of people just eat because they're uncomfortable. I've had clients that eat because they're in pain, because they're not addressing an injury, because the hormones that your brain releases when you give it something tasty and good, it's like the serotonin and dopamine and all the good feeling hormones are being dumped because of this food that you're eating, whether it be chocolate, peanut butter. It's cinnamon for me. Cinnamon sugar is my
Right.
dopamine. Um, it's just like doing a drug, you know, it takes away the thought or the pain for a moment. So, like we do, and I am not a therapist at all. And I tell my girls this, look, I'll talk to you about it, but I do suggest that a lot of people that have food disorders or possibly even as deep as an eating disorder get psychological help or a therapist, someone that they can talk
Yeah.
through these problems with. But we really do. That's why so many of my clients are long term, like years of clients with years and years and years with these women and men, because it takes such a long time to unpack the reasons why we got big in the first place.
Mm.
And when you understand how you got there, you can keep from getting back there. You can unlearn, because I don't immediately go like, all right, well, you want to lose this much weight. This is your meal plan. I have, I've got like maybe one person, and it's a dude, and he's got very clear goals and he knows what he wants. He has no eating disorders, nothing. He's just very cut and dry, knows what he wants. But everybody else, we do like a week by week healthy habit
Mm.
kind of thing. Like, okay, this week, you're just going to learn how to drink enough water. And then the next week, you're just going to learn how to get enough steps in every day. Whatever that looks like, how we get your 10,000 steps in. Um, let's see if we can cut back on how many sodas we're having a week, because you want these people to be able. You should not have a personal trainer for life. We should be teaching our clients how to live on their own without us. Our kids don't go to school forever, right? They're done out of 12th grade. You don't have to go to college. You can if you want to. But it's the same thing in teaching someone how to exercise and eat healthy and take care of their body. They should be able to do it on their own at some point. You don't have to hold their hand forever. It's our job, and it's our responsibility to teach people how to do the thing. That's why I hate these people that just like are selling a 8-week meal plan workout thing where it's just the
Yeah.
same book for every single person. You're all different unless you're an alien. Your DNA is not the same as anybody else's. You need a different meal plan. You need a different workout plan. You need customization to your goals and how your body works. Everybody's body burns fat differently. Not everything's going to work for everybody. Not every 13.99 8-week workout program is going to work for you or me. So it's a lot of losing weight and keeping weight off is 90% unpacking mental baggage and figuring out
Mhm.
why I am sitting here at 3 o'clock in the morning in my refrigerator eating these Reese's peanut butter cups. Like, why?
Yeah.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not hungry. Why am I standing here? You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
It's really tough. It's really tough.
yeah,
That's why I asked that question because I
yeah,
know it's because I've watched like reality shows and stuff. Like I don't know you ever seen the 100 pound sisters?
yes.
Yeah, it's a lot with them.
But
And
you saw that like once they started, they both went into therapy and started
yeah,
speaking with a therapist that specialized in food addictions and eating disorders. And when they really started getting to the root of why they're doing what they're
yeah,
doing, they both had really great results and continue
yeah,
to have I think they've both had skin removal surgery and everything now
yeah.
and are living like normal healthy lives.
They
But
still big. Like one of them, like I think her name is Amy, and
yeah,
she was the pregnant one, and
yes.
she's starting to gain weight. Where
Wait.
Tammy, she had to she went to like this rehab, and then
Yes.
she like slowly started losing weight. Yeah, but and the thing is now Tammy is probably doing a little better than Amy. How
Yeah.
Amy was doing. I mean, Amy ain't as big as Tammy, but but still, she's kind of like
But she
gaining a
also
little.
she also had a child, and that so
Yeah,
much
yeah,
so much changes hormonally, especially
right,
the female body, that you do need to, especially like losing weight in your 30s is completely different than losing weight in your 40s. Because
okay,
I'm 41, all of my hormones are starting to change. A lot of those are going to turn themselves off as you get older as a woman, and that's going to make you retain a lot of belly fat. You're going to gain fat in weird places. Your body's going to start processing sugar and different foods differently. Like everything changes as a woman gets older, you know. So there is no telling what her body went through post having the baby.
Right.
It may take something completely different for her to lose weight now.
Yeah.
It's just I hope she's working with somebody. If she's still working with the same doctor, I'm sure he can help get her back online. But another thing about like the bariatric patients is that diet that they have them on is not sustainable long term. You know, you can't
Okay.
expect someone to stay that low calorie for years and years and years. But I think they
Right.
set them up with someone, surely.
Yeah.
Surely they set them up with someone to teach them how to eat.
Yeah, they like, yeah. Matter of fact, I think they have. I'm not sure. I haven't really watched that the. Wait, I watched some of the last seasons, but
Yeah.
that ain't went in my mind. I want to show like this highlight film of you like this. I was thinking to show it, so I'm gonna show it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I twisted my ankle.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. I seen that. I noticed that. I
Ooh,
noticed
buddy.
that. You was so excited. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
it's still swollen like this big. The girl that did my pedicure yesterday was like, "Oh, girl." It's like,
Oh,
yeah. No, I was so excited. I had so much adrenaline because my favorite thing in the whole world is posing. I
you're
love
right.
it. I love the express. I'm always going to do all of the weird extra poses. And I know my coach was probably like, "Man, if she does the thing on the floor, if she does Icarus, she's
Where
gonna
you get
smash it."
that from? Where you get those poses from?
I follow the posing sensei, phenomenal. He's fantastic. Latosaurus Flex, love her. The real Lois Lane inspired
Okay,
most of my routine that I did at that show was
okay.
the real Lois Lane. But I've just always loved this beautiful artistic posing. I think we need to bring it back in a big way. I would love to end up being one of those athletes that gets asked to come do guest posing at some point. I got to get better first, but and
Yeah.
I know I can get better. I know I can get really good. Um I don't know, I just love it and I knew I wanted my routine to not just be running through all the mandatories, and I didn't know, like, I had picked my music, and I didn't know when I was about to go out, I was like, "Am I gonna do Icarus at the end or not?" And I decided about halfway through my routine, I was like, "We're just gonna hit them with it." And it absolutely created their photographer took the best stage shot that I have seen of myself with on the ground with my wings
Mm.
up, and I'm gonna get it put on a big ass canvas.
Yeah, you looked really
It's like,
nice.
look,
I like
look
it.
at me. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I
Well,
love it.
Let me read these because there's a lot of chat on a lot of chats. Curtis L. Jordan Jr. I see you're a big fan of tattoos. Why would you want tattoos? Yeah,
I
I mean, why
think
would you want it? Knowing
um
that sometimes they're very critical to judges.
I have not I've not gotten a tattoo since I've been in bodybuilding, and
Oh, okay.
don't plan on getting any more.
Oh, this was
Uh,
before. Okay, I
yeah,
got you.
yeah, no, I've been getting I'm 41 and I've been getting tattoos since I was 15 years old.
Mm,
So this is all everything on my body happened before I even had an inkling of I'm gonna be a bodybuilder. There is one on my back, excuse me, that I'm getting removed because my coach was like, "You have a phenomenal back. Please don't put anything on it." Um, yeah, so I'm not gonna do that. I don't like any of my chest tattoos anymore. I got them all. My chest tattoos are at least 20 years old, and if
mm,
anything, I'll probably get them covered. But as far like with something nicer, but I don't have any plans for more tattoos. Definitely not like on my legs, on my shoulders, back, none of the places, especially not my glutes. For a long time, I wanted butt tattoos, but my glutes get so lean and I get so striated, and that is such a big deal in women's physique to have
yeah,
feathered striated glutes. And if I can get it, why would I cover it up? You know,
mm,
there were some girls that did the show with me that had like there's a girl with full back. She did well. She placed higher than me. She looked fantastic and her posing was on point. Um but she had a full back tattoo, and when they did our back double bi shot, the stage photos, you can't see any of her definition. Like you can't see anything. Her back looks flat.
mm.
And but then there's my
Yeah,
back. There's my back, and you can see every single I look like a Christmas tree and I'm flared out, but she's got a full back tattoo. You can't see
mm,
anything. My coach sent it to me and was like, "You see why I don't want you to get a back tattoo?" I was like, "Yes, sir. I
yeah,
see it. I see it."
yeah,
But no,
yeah.
I would not cover I would not cover anything else, not to work this hard.
Right, right. All the way, George Page. I'm glad you like your package, and I hope everything goes well with your surgery.
Thank
Yeah,
you so much. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
gonna like I said, I'm gonna vlog the whole surgery thing, which is gonna be really a lot for you guys because
yeah.
I'm not they won't I won't have like surgery
Somebody said
footage, but
your tattoos look awesome. I'm sorry.
thank you.
I'm just.
No, no, you're good. You're good. You're good. Um, I'm gonna try to vlog as much as possible of it. Um, all of the rough stuff in recovery as well. Do I take clients overseas? I do. Hit me up on Instagram, and we will set up a coaching call.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I want to show like the whole recovery process and then getting back into the gym post surgery and what that looks like because I know I'm going to gain weight not being able to work out, and there's gonna be a lot of swelling. Most people that get the full circumferential put on like 20 or 30 pounds of just swelling. So like that, but I want everybody to see what the process is. And it's a big deal surgery. And if things happen during recovery, then you guys will see it. You guys will see it happen.
Yeah, I've been subscribing to you. Check it
Oh, thank
out.
you. Heck yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No
Yeah,
doubt, no doubt.
we got the show day video coming. Hold your horses.
Yeah, yeah. We got DeFi Paladin. That might be a reason that Jordan didn't win overall. She was miles better than everyone else,
Yeah,
but she has a lot of ink.
yeah. See, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know what her feedback was. She definitely had. She was better developed and had better conditioning than the girl that won, and that is
Mm,
the overall consensus of everyone I've spoken to. I don't know what the judges told her as far as like why she did not actually win the overall. She did get second, so she got nationally qualified, which is fabulous.
Okay.
But she is very heavily tattooed, so I don't know. I do not know. I'm hoping that she wins the overall at this next show. But she's already nationally qualified, so she can go to a national show and run for her pro card, regardless of if she does win Bruce City at all. But I think she probably will because she looks phenomenal. I saw pictures from today, and she looks great.
Yeah. How far do you see yourself competing?
Me,
Yeah.
all as far as I can go, forever. I would
Okay.
love like I know it's gonna take time to get a pro card. I'm fine with it taking a long time. I'm I am 41, so I don't have like that, oh, I would love an Olympia qualification thing, but I would like to go pro. I would like to compete at a pro level. And I think after surgery, I think with the skin removed, so that because if I didn't have the skin on my legs covering the fact, because I had glute ham tie-ins, my hamstrings looked phenomenal. I had glute striations. If I didn't have the loose skin on my lower body, I would have I at least gotten second. Teresa beat me for a good reason. The girl that won that show in women's physique, she won
Oh,
because that's Sarah. She got second. I got third. Um, and Sarah just won a show yesterday, and that's phenomenal. But she's fantastic. But I feel like if I didn't have the loose skin on my legs, I would have gotten second at least, and I probably would have gotten the figure overall.
yeah.
Just saying, because my conditioning was on point, and I definitely had, I think, the size for figure. I was one of the biggest figure girls as far as muscularity.
You ever double dip like do the figure and then well I don't know if that's possible. You went into bodybuilding and figure that'd be
No,
crazy.
that'd be crazy. You look
Yeah.
insane. I could probably do. God,
But this is one body. This is one figure girl. She looked like she could be like physique. You
Yes,
know.
yeah. There's several of them right now. Meg Sylvester Seelan. I think she could do physique.
Yeah.
There's probably like 5 or 6 girls right now that could absolutely be doing women's physique, but the lines are so blurred in figure right now on what's
Right.
acceptable. You know, the legs are really not supposed to be as striated, and the cuts are not supposed to be as they're not supposed to be as defined. They're supposed to be softer via the NPC regulations, but
Right.
the girls that are winning are shredded. The girls that they're giving pro cards to right now and the girls that are winning pro shows look like physique competitors.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I forgot I think I was talking to George about that. That the girls that are winning
Yeah.
right
George,
now.
he's an expert on that. He do like the pictures comparisons and stuff. Yeah. Like I think
Yeah.
he did like one a figure competitor and a woman's and a one women's physique, and
Yeah.
they looked at both the same too. Really, you couldn't
Yeah.
really tell the difference. You know, like
Yeah,
because
it's
like somebody
posing.
like yeah, like somebody from the outside like me, you know, you just look at them like they got muscles. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. It's the only thing that's different is the posing in a lot of these
Yeah,
girls. Yeah. It's just when you
yeah,
bump up to that, and I think some of the women's physique girls need to bump it on up to the women's bodybuilding because 'cause they're
yeah.
getting
I've heard. Yeah,
big.
yeah. I've
These
heard
girls are
that.
getting
Yeah,
big, which
you
is fine.
said
I
so.
love the big girls.
Yeah, you got to see Amanda Winston at the Impo. She was
Too
too
huge.
huge for figure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a thing. It is really starting to be a thing, and I don't know why they're not doing more about it, like, making girls stay in their lane. I
yeah,
don't know. I don't know. I think that if they would tell some of these girls in figure, hey, you're gonna have to compete women's physique. Like we can't have this in figure. We'd have a lot more women's physique girls, but they love the heels.
Yeah.
These girls love the
Well,
heels.
some of them they want to look feminine. They don't want
Yeah,
to
but we look feminine.
look big, big.
But there are so many beautiful like women's physique competitors. Natalia
Yeah, yeah,
Polo. There's nothing masculine about Natalia.
yeah, yeah.
She
I
looks
know, I
beautiful.
know.
Um, I think it's just the misconception of, oh, that's when they start getting big and masculine looking. Like there's a lot you can do not to look masculine.
Right.
You can still be
Yeah,
pretty. I think the nails
yeah.
go a long way.
I mean, there's a lot of attractive women in
Yeah.
physique.
Oh
Yeah,
man, right now there's a whole lot of attractive women all the way across the board. I scroll my Instagram feed daily
of
and I'm like,
course.
geez,
I see a lot.
wowzers.
I browse all the time on my
Yeah.
Instagram. Sometimes I'll even like download some of their videos to like
Yeah.
put, make like a
Yeah.
little video slide or something like that. Yeah, I
Gosh,
tend
there's
to do that.
I think she's a figure girl, Sierra Alexis. Oh my
Several lectures. How
God.
about
Sierra Alexis.
what?
And then Tamika, what is Tamika? George, what's Tamika's last name? Um, there are just so many like Jack, just huge that are.
Yeah,
I
he
think some
knows
of
a
these,
lot of them. I'm
yes,
not. I'm just starting to
yeah,
kind of. It's hard for me to register in my mind. Some of them I'll remember, some of them I
yeah.
don't. I just
I
know
think,
by like memory, like photographic,
yeah,
well, not photographic, but just for being familiar with them.
I
Yeah,
think some of these girls, especially like the Tamika gal, she's got a chance to give Sid Gillian a run for her money in figure if she makes it to the O. Because like just some of these physiques that are coming out this season are insane. I don't know what's in the water or if these girls have just been training for years and then just decided to like jump in or what, but there's a lot of gals coming out from nowhere. And hopefully that'll be me next year that I'll just
you're
sweep
getting a
in
lot
there.
of comments. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're
Like
good.
Jordan was legendary on stage. If I didn't know better, I would have said she was a veteran competitor
Yeah.
with high condition and confidence. She was up there. Then he
Yeah, she
says,
she was fabulous.
you were a new phenomenon up there. I
Yes.
could see experience when you
Been
were
experience.
transitioning. Yeah.
Yeah, the posing is definitely not my strong suit, but I never had in-person coaching. I had 3 coaching calls with a posing coach. There are no posing coaches in my part of Tennessee. The closest posing clinics are 5 hours away, but Sid
Mm,
Gillian does one in, Atlanta in a couple of months, I believe, and I'm gonna go to that, and then Jordan's group, Center Stage Posing, has one next month up in Ohio, and I'm gonna fly up there and try to go to that one. I've gotta get some in-person posing and
yeah.
really let them show me what is best for my body because everybody's so different. If I do like my leg the same way Jordan does her leg, my leg's gonna look completely different because my leg is a completely different shape than Jordan's. I have to do that's one of the things my coach and I the night before show did was we're like on the camera and he's like, okay, now stretch your leg out this way, turn your thigh this way and flex it. Okay, wait, do it the other way and let's see how that looks. Just picking things apart to see what was gonna show the judges what they needed to see, but
Mm,
hide the things that they don't need to see.
yeah.
It's very
Like
tricky.
do you travel a lot though? Like since you've been competing? Like how many cities you've been to?
I travel a lot anyway because I'm just like I'm a serial traveler.
Uh-huh.
Um, but just let's see. For bodybuilding, I've just gone up to Ohio. I am gonna go to where is it? It's Nashville for this. The Masters Angel fashion show at I think it's the Fit Show, Nashville Fit Show. It's like a masters competition. So
Right.
women, and it's just a women's competition. So it's women over 35. I'm going to do the Angel competition bikinis fashion show and do like some guest posing, women's physique stuff. That should
Okay.
be a good time. Um, and then I think I might go watch Junior Nats, which is the 23rd in Chattanooga, because I want to start going to more shows. We do have some really good shows in Tennessee.
Mm.
Um, but as far as just like actual posing coaches and posing clinics, we don't have that here. We have a posing coach in Memphis, but she only does wellness and bikini. She doesn't do figure or women's physique.
Mm.
So it's like, damn,
Okay.
no luck for
All I
me.
know is, all I know is I went to my first show on, last month. Yeah, I went to the New York Pro.
Oh, how did you like it?
It was all right. I was late. I came late a bit, because I was coming from work and stuff, and I missed the women's bodybuilding and
Yeah.
the women's physique, and
Oh
I
man.
was I came, yeah, I came in time for the men bodybuilding. It's Nick Walker, if you heard of him,
Yes.
he won that show, and there was another girl, like they did like the bikini judging.
Hmm.
Yeah, the final judging. Yeah, I forgot the person that won. I noticed a lot of people, like they left like when it was bikini, when it's the bikini girls coming out and stuff.
There's just so
Yeah,
many of
so
them, you know. There's just so many bikini girls. I don't
they
think I
don't
could.
get that much love like that.
Uh, I have
You
mixed
don't think so?
feelings
You don't
about it.
agree?
I mean, they work
Oh,
hard. They work hard. I'm just
yeah.
I'm a fan of big muscular
I kind of
girls.
get it though. Yeah, I kind of get it because they may not. I mean, they're not bad looking women, but they're
Yeah.
not like exciting enough.
Yeah.
Without the muscles. They're just lean
Exactly.
and cut and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I get it. I get it
Yeah.
because
Most
I
people
was
come.
like, no, I was just saying, like, I didn't understand like the bias with it because they competing too. But then I started seeing it because I was kind of filming a little bit on my phone, and then after a while, I got a little bored with it and stuff because it wasn't like
Yeah.
the muscular women and stuff.
It's
So
not. Yeah. All right.
say what you was saying.
I
Say
No, I
you
was
was gonna
just gonna
say
ask
something.
I was gonna ask if we could wrap it up so I
Oh,
can
okay, okay. I'm
do
sorry.
do.
I didn't mean
No,
to
no,
take
you're
you
good.
hostage.
You're good. We're just
I
doing gonna do some Father's Day stuff before the sun goes down outside.
All right. But I appreciate you giving me your
Thank
time.
you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you having me on and letting me tell my story. Are you
No
are you a
doubt.
dad? Are you a dad? Are you doing Father's
No, I'm
Day?
not a dad. No, I'm
We
not a dad. I was taking care of my dad.
Well, happy
So,
Father's Day to your dad.
well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
Right. But thank you for having me on. It has been a pleasure. You asked some super, super good questions.
Well, thank you. And tell your husband Happy Father's Day. I know you have a
Absolutely. I
son.
will. I will. I will. And if you want to catch up and do this again at any time, just hit me up. I'll try to get Jordan on here. How about that?
Okay, that'd be good. That'd
Yeah.
be good.
Awesome.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you so much.
All right, folks. It's a wrap. I'm sorry if I didn't read everybody's
It's
chat,
okay.
but she
I'll
gotta
try to
go.
go.
So,
I'll go back in and answer some at
all
a later
right,
date. All right.
all
Thank you
right.
guys.
Bye.